Hello, I am Amanda. I am here to report on the economic situation today. In a report by AP News, claiming CEOs making 200 times that of their workers, it states that Sarah Anderson, who directs the Global Economy Project at the Progressive Institute for Policy Studies, believes the gap in earnings between top executives and workers plays into the overall dissatisfaction among Americans about the economy. Then it quotes her stating, "Most of the focus here is on inflation, which people are really feeling, but they're feeling the pain of inflation more because they're not seeing their wages go up enough. The reality is that even those in middle class with good jobs who worked hard to get where they are at cannot support themselves and their families." One has to think about the ethics of what wage theft actually is. Is it, as Forbes advisor states, put simply, wage theft is any instance where you don't receive a benefit you've earned, explains John Cataldo, Chief Legal Officer and President of Advisory Services for financial advisory firm Integrated Partners. Now, if your lowest employee cannot live in a safe, comfortable environment, being able to feed him or herself, that usually being in the U.S. middle class at the end of the week, being able to save money, pay health bills, and have a moderate, dependable car less than 5 years old. Would your wealth, more exuberant wealth or riches, be morally valid? Can you really say you paid your worker fairly to what they earned just because the market says so? Billionaire Warren Buffett speaks to the failure of trickle-down economics in a January 5, 2018 Newsweek article. This has been exasperated in the years since then. A system that has been carried out for decades by both parties in the U.S. that has led to the wage theft that we see today. Many argue that prices would go up if people's wages go up. This is not so if the 10 to 5 top percent of companies would change the 200% to 50% more than the average worker. This keeping the prices the same while having a slope up in wages from the bottom. We debate issues around inflation and argue over political topics that are important. We struggle or maybe even starve ourselves, realizing many of our political arguments would mostly be alleviated if people were paid fairly. That is, if the lowest job would pay the employee a wage that they can live a safe and comfortable life. Then from there, the increase in wages occurred due to difficulty and responsibility as workers compete for those jobs. We can't begin to find a solution to this until we all admit what the true problem is: wage theft.